After capturing information regarding the trial characteristic, we now need to start the data extraction of outcome data. There are two sheets designed for the outcome data. One is for the continuous outcome, and the other one is for the dichotomous outcomes. We're going to start with data extraction of continuous outcome. There are 5 different continuous outcomes listed in column E that we are interested in extracting data for them from the trials included. The major difference between this worksheet and the trial characteristic worksheet is that information in this worksheet is supposed to be 1 row per arm and not 1 row per study. And as you can see, for example, for a study of a ref ID of 460, there is 1 row per each arm of the trial and for each outcome. So for example, in that study, there is physical function and mental function, as the code 2 and 3 refer to, for each one of the 2 arms of the trial. While for the next study, 466 ref ID, for each one of the arms, there is outcome for pain and outcome for fibromyalgia impact questionnaire. Please make sure that you do not miss the information necessary for extraction for each arm. If the trial has 3 arms, make sure that you capture first each outcome for each arm and then move on to the next arm and you copy and paste the information for the ref ID, first author, year, and intervention name. For each of these outcomes, there is going to be there's a worksheet provided named outcome hierarchy. Pain, physical function, mental function, sleep quality may be reported in different studies using different tools or instruments. We have provided an exhaustive list of these measurement tools for each one of these outcomes, and then ranked them based on what we are interested in. So, for example, if a trial reported pain using VAS and using McGill Pain Questionnaire and using subscale of pain for the fibromyalgia impact questionnaire, which is, for in this case, number 1, number 3, and number 7, you do not need to capture information for all these 3 instruments. We just want you to capture the information for VAS. It's the same concept for physical function. Physical function might be reported using an SF36, SF12, or SF6 questionnaire for quality of life. It may be reported as a physical component summary score or a physical functioning subsection or subscale of the SF36. Also, as a part of FIQ, physical function might be assessed or using other measures or tools. We want you to capture this based on this hierarchy provided in here and not for all other functions that are reported in the study. Also, if you find a study that has reported any of these outcomes, any of the 4, pain, physical function, mental function, or sleep quality, using an instrument that is not listed in here, you need to inform us to see if that tool is eligible for data extraction. This means that the list provided here, although may seem exhaustive, but it's not a complete list, and the trials might have used a different instrument that is not included in here. Also, in addition to the outcome hierarchy, you need to pay attention to the information provided here instead of the rules for choosing outcome over another. We want patient-reported outcome over clinician-reported outcome. We want tools or instruments that look at overall the body rather than body part-specific questionnaires like those that assess pain for ankle or function for ankle or knee specific measures. We always want continuous outcomes rather than dichotomous outcome. You may see a tool that is that seems like a categorical or an ordinal tool assessing a pain, function, or mental health or sleep. You need to inform us if the tool has less than 5 categories for these assessments. We always want you to capture information regarding to complete case intention to treat. You need to understand that intention to treat means analyzing patient based on the arm they have been randomized to. Some trials, when reporting intention to treat analysis, may confuse reporting it with handling missing participant data. Missing participant data of analysis include last observation carried forward, baseline observation carried forward, or imputation methods such as single imputation or multiple imputation. We prefer an intention to treat analysis that look at the patients based on their randomization in the analysis, but ignores the missing data and report the complete case analysis. But in case there is a handling of missing participant data at the same time with in the intention to treat analysis, that is also fine. So there's order to these things. We prefer complete case analysis, intention to treat, then intention to treat with missing participant data, then if not reported, we want to look at the per protocol case, complete case analysis, or per protocol with handling missing participant data. Remember that we only want one of these tools for each of the outcomes. Another very important piece of information for the analysis is the range of the scale that is used in this study for assessment of the outcome. Some studies may not report this information in the methods, but provide this information underneath the tables that they are reporting. So make sure that you look at footnotes of the table reporting the results and in the method at the same time. But if this information is not reported, please do not leave the cells empty. Another part of data cleaning is that when you capture information, if we see an empty cell, you're not sure if you've missed the data extraction for that sheet or that information was not reported. So please make sure that if some data is not reported in a study, you use the NR for that specific cells. Please capture information with 2 decimal points for the mean, median, or the measures of variability. If the study has used some other measure of central tendency other than mean and median, please use the text or email us. Studies may have used ANCOVA analysis for their analysis, which is a form of analyzing data with an adjusted means. So you may see something called an LSM, but make sure that you capture that information, but let us know that this drop does not provide an unadjusted mean or medians. After capturing information regarding the baseline measures, there are 2 different parts regarding the outcome data after the follow-up. Study may report follow-up measures at the end of this study, but not provide the change from baseline. We want you to capture both information in this set of cells. We want the end of study data, if reported, also change from baseline if reported. And make sure that you capture the sign for the change. Studies may say They may not provide the sign, meaning the negative sign or positive sign for change, but they may use different wording like pain reduction or function improvement. Make sure in these cases you translate that reduction and improvement to a sign when you're capturing the information regarding change.